Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 5668 York Boulevard in the Highland Park area, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here for this property for Andrew Bates. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. Alright, so I'm going to be performing my examination today from this 2.5-inch main sewer line cleanout that we've found here at the front of the building. There's just a couple of feet to the left of our gas meter out here at the front, below the front windows of the jewelry shop. I had to cut out the original brass cap, but I have a replacement plastic cap I'll be installing in here when I'm done. Now, to find this, I did drop down through a waste vent on the roof and push through some of the building drain system, and then tracked and located and found this cleanout. So, based on what I saw under the structure, it's the same as what we're looking at here. This is original cast iron piping. Now, these cast iron pipe materials typically were expected to last somewhere in the 70 to 80 year range from around the time I'm guessing this structure was developed. And we're seeing heavy to excessive rust and scale buildup here in the line. So this section of pipe, while functional, is certainly nearing the end of its useful service life. Drop down here and level off. Connect up to the, looks like a 4-inch clay pipe. This might be the 6-inch lateral pipe coming from the city sewer up to the property. Now, if you look at the upper right of the pipe here at this joint, there's a chunk missing, if you will. There's a piece that's been broken out. Unfortunately, I can't turn the camera to look at it from the side, but it looks like there is some damage occurring there, something that probably should be considered for repair. If this were to worsen and we started seeing soil intrusion in the line, we'd be a little bit more apt to be a little stricter on the repair recommendation. Not any real evidence that it's affecting the function of the line. Alright, so continuing on here, we're pushing out into the sidewalk, and then we'll be going out into the street to the public sewer. So this is the original 6-inch vitrified clay piping, referred to as the lateral pipe. These clay pipe materials, they were expected to have a long service life. Being a natural material, they are not expected to deteriorate underground like the iron pipes do. But they are fairly brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. So we're looking specifically for any areas that have any significant cracks or breaks, significant separations or offsets of these connections or joints, anything that could be considered the compromise to the integrity of the line. Look at the right side of this joint here, you're seeing some minor roots coming in at that joint. That's a fairly common condition in these older clay pipes. And as long as they are isolated to those joint areas, we're typically suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. Left unmaintained for extended periods depending on the line itself and the significance of the root intrusion. Those roots can create blockages or potentially damage the pipe. But what I'm seeing at this point doesn't even look like a reason to recommend a cleaning. Coming up towards an area where we're going to start taking a steeper drop here before we connect to the public sewer. You see a bit of what looks like a separation there. It does not appear to be an actual separation. If you look towards the bottom of the pipe, that joint is fairly tight. You see the original mortar there. More than likely they just had to kind of adjust that elbow to get it to make the turn that was wanted. It was probably installed this way. Okay, dropping down. More of this mortar buildup around the joints, that's pretty typical. And then making our sweeping left turn down into our public sewer, about 40 feet from the front of the structure. Alright, so at this point, the system is basically functional. There is that one area, that one joint that looks like it's got some damage that really could be considered for a repair. But seeing as there's no evidence that it's affecting the function of the system, it's not a really strong recommendation at this point. It might be something that could wait until we are starting to discuss more replacements of the original building drain system here, which I would recommend that one should start to monitor so that we can better project the future replacement date, catch those failures at an early stage. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for the final findings and recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.